I'll be adding a bit more weight to my Element Enduro using brass knuckles by SSD to the front and brass rear axle weights by SSD. Welcome to Pixel Hobbies. Today I'm going to continue to add a bit more weight to my Element Enduro. The Enduro chassis is pretty light and provides good articulation and stability with good weight distribution. Without the battery, it's weighted 55% front and 45% rear. This makes it easier to get to the ideal weight distribution of 60% front and 40% rear that I'm looking for. The RTR came with licensed plastic beadlock wheels. Although good looking, they are pretty light and they do not provide enough weight to help with the traction to really leverage the overdrive on our Element Enduro, especially on steep climbs. So during my initial upgrades, I switched them out for metal alloy wheels and added brass wheel weights to the front wheels. Here are the wheels that I've been using. The wheels are just a bit heavier than the stock ones, but the wheel weights are pretty hefty. The additional weight, especially to front end, helped with traction, but it looked like Enduro can benefit from a bit more weight. So in my additional upgrades, I decided to add a bit more weight by upgrading to a brass diff cover. I went with Turiel as it was one of the heavier diff cover at 84 grams, and I really like the look of the black and gold. The additional weight really helped with the overall traction, but so far, most of the weight has been focused on the front end. So I want to add a bit more weight down low and unsprung, but this time to all four corners. I'll be doing that with the SSD brass knuckles to the front and SSD axle weights to the rear. Here's what comes with the SSD brass knuckles. Very nice looking knuckles, bearings, and hardware. Looks to be quality material from SSD. This is pretty easy upgrade. The first step is to remove the two screws from the string linkage. Next, remove the hex and the hex pin. Next step is to remove the actual knuckle. There are two pivoting style screws that hold it into place. Remove both of them. Pull the knuckle out of the axle. The SSD brass knuckles are the same, so they can be used on either side. Next, install the bearings to the new brass knuckle. SSD comes with new outer bearings, but you will need to reuse the old inner bearings. Clean it and install using the new hardware that is included. In the knuckle kit, there are two different length screws. The longer screw is for the kingpin, and the short screw is for the behind the axle tie rod bracket. Torque it down, but make sure to not over tighten it as you want full range of motion. No thread lock is needed as it is screwing into plastic. Next, reinstall the two screws into the steering linkage and make sure to use thread lock. Next, reinstall the hex pin and the hex. And you are done with this side. Now move on to the other side and repeat. The brass X waist to the rear is very simple to install. Remove the hex and the hex pin. Remove the 2 screws holding the outer axle cover. Install the brass axle weight using the included flathead screws onto the axle. No thread lock is required as you are screwing into plastic. Reinstall the hex pin and the hex. And you are done with this side. Move on to the other side and repeat. Here's the Element Enduro with the SSD brass knuckles and the SSD rear axle weights installed. They should add good amount of unsprung weight down low to all 4 corners. I can't wait to test out the difference. If you found the information useful, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click on the like and the subscribe buttons and make sure to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of future videos. Thanks for watching Big Hobbies.